welcome everybody to J Moore. Welcome everybody. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, motherfuckers? Welcome everybody to J Moore Reacts. It's your boy J Moore, and today, of course, your boy got another video. I know I actually been posting videos from time to time because I do have another channel that I have been currently working on that's a little bit more video game oriented. Damn, my headphones all lopsided and shit. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. My one of these headphones ended up breaking on it. But anyway, and it's like wobbly, and these actually pretty damn expensive headphones. So Anyway, man, we gonna go ahead and continue on through the video, man. If you're new to the channel, man, like, follow, subscribe, cause your boy out here going live. We are going to take a look at a video from Willie D Live that is about the war in Iran right now. Man, it's going crazy right now. People are going out there. They don't know why they're going out there. They're fighting this this war for God knows what, and people are questioning the circumstances of why they're there and what's the ultimate objective. Like, nobody gets this war, man. Nobody gets this war. And you know what? There are a lot of American people out here that have a voice that should be heard when it comes to the certain circumstances of how we even got here. Like, bro, like, we don't want this. This is not what we want. It's not what we asked for. You feel what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to understand is how you call yourself putting your child in an Ivy League school, putting him through all of these business courses and classes and getting him all of these degrees to pop into a position of power, but yet deal with certain circumstances like a 15-year-old, like a 14-year-old, like a 12-year-old child. I do not understand this part. I don't understand, and it seems like all of these situations that's going on, they're affecting everybody. You know, everybody is feeling what's going on in certain aspects. Of the American people, of course, are feeling it in a way to whereas gas is very expensive right now. You know, I drive a very nice car. I just got me a nicer car not too long ago and everything, and it's an SUV. You feel what I'm saying? Because I wanted to be a part of the SUV craze. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody has an SUV or a truck. Everybody that has sense has a truck or a SUV to pull shit, or they have a hitch capabilities to where they can put a hitch on their truck and they can, you know, pick up, grab shit, put a car on the back of their shit. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I actually just got a SUV, nice little SUV for my fam. You feel what I'm saying? It's really, really nice. And yeah, man, gas is not affordable. You know, I went out. I go from time to time out there to Tennessee and everything, and I got an auntie out there, and she cooks some very, very, very banging food. Very, very banging food. All right, very, very banging soul food out there in Nashville. You understand me? Very good food, and she always cooks during the week. So I'll go down there and grab us a couple plates, and then on Sundays, of course, she throws it down on Sundays, y'all. I can't tell y'all the spot because I don't know if she necessarily want all that attention. She get a lot of attention now in her neighborhood, but boy, man, she makes some premium soul food. All right, so shouts out to my auntie, man, out there in Nashville and shit. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here, dog. Like, the world is going crazy about this war, and we just don't know how we feel about it. You feel me? So we gonna watch this video from Willie B Live, Willie D. My bad. I call him Willie B. I call him goddamn gorilla. Willie D Live, and see how these guys feel out here on the front line. All right. So if you're new to the channel, also too, man, like, follow, subscribe, so you'll never miss one of my videos, man. Let's get it. Hold on. Give me 1 second real quick.
Quote,
I'm going to go ahead and
I ain't never been
real quick
this
so
many
you guys can be able to hear the whole entire video, right? go back
Willie
one
D
time.
Live.
One little nuts. All right, we
What's up,
ready.
family? After coming under attack by Iran's missile attacks,
All
you
right.
got a U.S. soldier who says, quote, I ain't never been hit this many times in my effing life. Yeah,
What did
fam. Brother
what did he
said,
say?
man, I need to get out of here to save my life.
For sure. For sure. Get up out of there. Get up out of there, pimp. Get up out of there. Feel me? And you know what?
I ain't got no problem with
And
that.
let me tell you, because I know a lot of people are gonna have a lot of mixed feelings about certain circumstances when it comes to war, and you know, we're not necessarily, and this guy's not necessarily saying that there's never a reason to have to retaliate. There's definitely reasons to retaliate, but when the reason to aggress war is not necessarily presented in a way to everybody can understand the value of it, because we don't understand value of it. You feel me? We don't get it. Nobody has explained it to us. We don't agree with millions of Americans going out there and dying and losing their lives just for y'all to be shaking hands and kissing babies in the next 2 years. No, no, we're not down for that. We're not down for that. We are not down for that, and we don't need to be down for that. You understand? So I'm hoping that a lot of people make these dire choices to say, hey, you know, if we don't really have an objective, over, and to be honest with you, I would, even if we did have an objective, I'm objecting anything that don't come with peace. I can't be doing this, going out there shooting people, and it's not cool, bro. You're giving America as a whole a very bad name when you choose to resort to violence instead of cooperation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that they've been in certain certain situations to whereas very smart people has presented to them like, hey, bro, this is not a long term goal, man. It's not a long term situation that y'all got going on. Eventually, it's gonna crumble, and they choose to go the route to whereas they put more money in their pockets, but that money is not gonna mean anything once this world goes to shit. But the dollar is not going to mean absolutely nothing. Every single day, the dollar is deteriorating. It's worth less and less and less and less and less. You feel me? So keep playing these games, man, and it's gonna get real tragic. It's very very tragic. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and continue the video, man. Let's get it.
But here's the thing, fam. Dude, what'd you sign up for? If you go to the military, you know there's a chance that you could end up in war. Now, I don't know how
True,
many years
true.
dude has been in the military. I don't know if he joined the military after or before Trump became president. In any event, if you're there and you know, especially he's in office, you know there's a good chance you could be deployed. There's a good chance that you're going to be put in harm's way. This dude was like, man, he was ready to abandon ship. He's like, man, hell no. He was ready to get up out of there. Yeah, the thing is that he would have been ahead of the curve if he had never went in the first place. They almost got me, man. They almost got me. But crime intervened. I ain't proud of that. But everything happens for a reason, fam. Everything happens for a reason. If I hadn't went, I possibly could have been dead, risking my life for a country who don't really value my life, right? Hey, let's call a strike a
True.
strike and a ball a ball. I ain't
Call
scared of none
strike,
of
strike
y'all.
and fall.
I'm gonna tell you
Call
exactly
strike,
how it
strike and
is.
ball, ball.
I I would love to love this country more than any other place in the world.
And what, like I was saying before, it's not necessarily we not will. I'm telling you, bro. If there is a circumstance to whereas we all as men in all aspects of life, all races, had to defend this country, oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of us out there, a lot of us out there. If it's something that we just absolutely, I'm telling you, man, you will have more men out there than you think. I'm telling you, you will. But if it's under some circumstances that are a bit questionable, no, man, we're not down with that. We don't do that. We don't just give our lives up, man. A woman, and I always, and you can ask my wife. I always describe this situation, but like a woman sat for 9 months, right? 9 months with a baby in her stomach, getting cramps, feet swelling up, being in pain, can't sleep, can't lay on your stomach, all these restless nights, all the way up into the ninth month, where a baby is born out of straight just pushing and hard work from the mom. It takes a lot to make a baby, bro. Like, and I just see people lose their lives and die over, such, questionable situations. It really kind of breaks my heart. It really and truly, because like I said, and to continue my story, um, she pushes the baby out. The baby comes out, and the baby doesn't come out a grown man, which we all know. We all have kids. We all have siblings, or we all have individuals that have children that are mutually around us. All right, so stick with me. Um, so she pushes the baby out. The baby's born. She takes care of the baby, and then also too, the mom deals with all these worries of if the baby is going to be okay. She deals with, postpartum stress, like all types of shit, man. Just all types of shit comes. Basically, what I'm trying to illustrate, all types of shit comes with having a baby and raising that baby. Not only having the baby, but then raising the baby, and then getting the baby to a situation to whereas the baby can survive on their own. Like, and then once they do, they still gonna stumble. They still gonna stumble. Mom got this girlfriend that she over here. I love her, but she be on that hot shit. I don't know how to fix it. You feel what I'm saying? Like all types of circumstances that baby still goes through whenever that baby is an adult. You feel what I'm saying? Just to let your baby have a couple of good years, 2, 3 good years with a nice car, buy a house that they think they own, and then turn around and get deployed and then die for something that is so minor and that could be resolved with just a little bit more communication. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not gonna keep doing this shit. I know that there's guys out there that don't mind going and fighting for their country. I get that. I totally get that, and that's cool. But stop sending our people out there. Stop sending the American people out there under the pretenses like y'all care about them or y'all care about what happens to their families. When all of y'all doing is just putting them in a tally in a whole bunch of numbers that have already been unreconciliated. Like a whole bunch of lives have been lost when it comes to war. People blown up, people shot, people lost in war, kidnapped, all that shit, man. All these other numbers that are like, stop making the problem bigger. It don't need to be bigger. We already have a big problem. We do. And as much as people yell, scream at the top of their lungs and protest, it just seems like y'all just don't want to listen to nobody. It don't matter what color you are, white, green, orange, red, black, blue. It don't matter what color you are, man. They do not give a damn. They don't care. They don't care. And that is the problem. The whole system, the whole entire system needs to be changed. The whole system. The whole system. And I honestly feel like some people just got too much power. Got too much power to whereas nobody can intervene if certain individuals are not acting in their right mind, if that makes sense. But we're gonna continue to move on. All right.
But this country don't feel the same way about me, so I can't possibly feel the same way about this country. However, I do understand the sacrifices my ancestors made. So there is some obligation there, to where you don't want to see this country destroyed. But man, when you start looking at these dudes who run it, you be like, man, is it any way? Is it just any way they can like make them things go around us and go straight to that target, the ones who started it, and the ones who also, it's ironic that the ones who started benefit from the most. They benefit the most from what this country.
And you know what's crazy? I always have these little moments where I'm thinking in my head, not necessarily too complex to whereas I get a little bit ahead of myself, but I think about, simplicity, making things simple. If you just give everybody a honestly fair opportunity to, and these people know what fair opportunity looks like. They go to all these big schools and learn all of this business jargon and all of these propaganda techniques and shit like that that they be using, but you don't know what fair is. You don't know what fair is. Fair, making things fair for everybody, and having the power and utilizing the power to make everything fair for everybody. No, you don't know what that means. If you don't know what fair means, if you can't really put fair in a definition, if fair, even to, and I put it like this, to keep this whole unbiased rant to be somebody's biased rant to be in my chat. But fair means, even like, say for instance, somebody that just don't care too much for black people, or somebody that don't care too much for white people, or whatever the case may be. Fair is being able to give them enough money, everybody know, to just be in their own place, be in their own space. Now, if you go out there, hey, we being fair now. We being fair, okay? You go out there, start bothering somebody, bothering their little environment and shit like that. That's their space. You going? They have the right to put your ass down, whoever it is. Fair is fair. Everybody has their own space to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to, as long as it's not afflicting somebody else's space. Then we have, like, of course, if somebody has like a property that's like infested with rats or something like that, and you got somebody neighboring property, they don't want that shit. So no, we're not saying that, but I'm just saying is fair. So if somebody and they wanted to just live out there in the woods or wherever they wanted to, and they just, so whereas they didn't have to interact with those some dire people that they don't, let them do it. Give them enough money to fucking do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it for everybody, and then there will be a lot less stress, a lot less headache when it comes to My bad, my bad, my bad. I had to go get my kids situated real quick. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep on rocking that out. Let's go.
Country has to offer. Yeah, and they take very little. They don't really. They don't really compromise anything. They don't really risk anything. Maybe a little bit on their reputation, but that's it. They don't put their children in harm's way. Their grandchildren are not in harm's way. They're not in harm's way. But you and yours are in harm's way. You are in harm's way. Your grandchildren, your children,
All right, so I have to go back to my point because I was just thinking about it. Okay, but even people that that want to live away from a certain demographic or a certain just because they feel a lot safer, let them do it. Let them do it. Go ahead, you know, and then I'll have mines over here. And as long as you're not afflicting anything that I have going on in my livelihood, you're not burdening my family or my environment, then yeah, we're cool. You can really do whatever the fuck you want, So just saying.
they do not care like that, fam. The ones who ain't gonna fight are the main ones who start the wars. He ain't gotta lift a finger, he ain't gotta bust a
Yeah,
grape. He just
yeah.
say, hey man, sign lip it, and he like, now go get him. Go out there and fight for me. And then, and if you can survive, I might just give you a medal of honor if you survive. They knock your legs off and you survive, I might give you a medal of honor. Uh, and then who knows? While you're out there saving your lives and everything, uh, and your life on the line, and you're about to lose everything, maybe I'll come by and grace you with my presence, so y'all can salute me. You know, what's up with that? Man, I'll be trying to get at that fool neck like this. The motherfucker's got us out here. Ah, just go crazy, just start charging. You see, you seen how people do those judges
Oh
sometimes.
boy, that's
You see
funny. Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
defendants go after the judges.
Yeah, I seen. And I'm pretty sure you guys seen recently. There was one. Well, it wasn't. It didn't happen recently, but it was this guy that basically, literally jumped right over the judge podium and just went straight for her. Man was not playing any type of games. But we don't necessarily recommend that on this channel, so don't necessarily say that. But um, I do want to hint that I mean, there's consequences for everybody's actions, man. Consequences, and they might come, you know, a little bit different than you think they will. And I just want you to be prepared, because if you put in people's lives at risk, there's some energy that comes back as a ricochet that gives you exactly what you gave off. So, shouts out to them people with that bad energy, man. It change your life.
Judge be sitting there. So, Mr. Crowley, I'm going to give you 8 years for the first offense. On the aggravated assault, that's 10 years. I'm going to give you another 45 years for the. And they be like, ah, yeah, I wish I would salute that fool, man. This dude got y'all out here risking y'all lives for a medal or for a thank you for maybe because most of them don't even get a chance to take even a picture with him. Like to
True,
me, that's just
true,
like being the ultimate groupie, where you
true.
sacrifice your life for somebody who could care less about you, don't even know you exist. Man, yeah, I was thinking about going to the Air Force, fam. I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot. Yeah, I wanted to fly those jets, and I was thinking like,
And that's actually pretty crazy because my brother, shouts out to my brother. I haven't spoken to him in a while. We're both living our lives, separately in different states. So yeah, I don't get to speak to him a lot because he be doing his thing. I'm always working doing stuff. But anyway, growing up, I remember my brother was a big he wanted to go to the Air Force like no other. Like he had all like the posters all on his wall and everything. Like bro was destined to go to the military, but he went to art he went to ROTC whenever he attended ROTC whenever he was in high school. Um, he also did a couple of courses on rocketry and stuff of that nature. But anyway, uh, but I remember whenever he was in the military, it was just circumstances that just I just did not necessarily they were unexplainable, not necessarily that, but it was just situations I just never imagined my brother to be in, and to see that he was dealing with that, and he really didn't like a lot of the things and a lot of the treatment that was going on in the military. Um, he ended up getting it out, and and that really set a big stone in my life, just because to see somebody that was so passionate about it choose to just not do it anymore is pretty wild and pretty eye opening. Um, but we're gonna continue through the video though.
If I did that, I would have been killing innocent people. I would have been out here doing their bidding. Yeah, and but who knows? The way I evolved, I probably would have caught my snap quicker than most people. I I definitely couldn't see myself going all the way through with that and still be in the game, 10, 20, 30 years now. I couldn't see that because I would have caught my snap. Once I saw what was going on, so I got to say that I was a little naive in the very beginning. But once I saw that what was really going on, I was like, man, I wish I would. They can't get me and they can't get my children. That's right. Yeah. If they look, they want somebody to go to war, let them send their children first. Yeah. Let them send Barron ass out there. Let him go. They should be on the front line. All of these politicians who start wars, especially like Lindsey Graham, those type of dudes, they should be the first ones out there. If you're too old, send your children. Send your grandchildren. Your lineage first. You go first, then we'll go. Yeah. So there are a number, this guy is not the only one. There are a number of soldiers who are starting to speak out, and they're saying that they don't want to go to war with Iran. They recognize that war as being illegal, and they don't want to follow these uh, illegal orders by Trump. There's actually an organization called Veterans for Peace who put up a billboard in San Diego, at Navy Base San Diego. They put it near Navy Base San Diego, right there where the soldiers could see it. Active duty and National Guard, you have a duty to refuse illegal orders. Yeah, reminding them that they have a duty to refuse illegal orders. Hey, if it's a legal order, yeah, okay, you do what you got to do. But if it's illegal, you ain't got to do it. And some of those soldiers have been exercising the right to refuse, and they've been put in military jails. Did you know that? Yeah. They got a number of, I don't know what the number is, but I don't know if it's hundreds or thousands, but a number of soldiers have been placed in military jails for refusing Donald Trump's orders. And I'm talking about specifically related to the Iran US Israeli war.
Hmm.
They do not want to fly material into Israel to bomb on Iranians. They don't want to do it. So we'll see how that goes. Trump, uh, he's saying that the Democrats who are telling these soldiers to not abide by his orders should be jailed. Yeah, he said they should be jailed. Put them in jail. The radical left are telling people not to abide by my orders. They should be jailed. If Trump had his way, you know, they would be more than jailed. If he could, he would absolutely execute them. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
All right, you guys. So that is the conclusion of that video. Yeah, it's really crazy. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about the war, um, but like I was saying before, there are reasons for us to go to war and intervene in certain circumstances. But if it doesn't necessarily cause for violence and many people dying and losing their lives, because you can't get a life back. That was my ultimate goal about telling that story. You can't get a life back. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can never give it back. You can make another life, but that life is not the life that was here before. So um, I think that uh, more of the decision making should be back into the people's hands when it comes to going to war, just because it seems like the American people, the low class, the middle class, the people that are working hard, that are willing to go out there, those are the people that are losing their lives. So they should have a little bit more say in what goes on and how these wars transpire. All right. So, but if you guys feel different, man, go ahead and drop it in the comment section on my video, man. No, no craziness, man. Please do not come in here with all that crazy mess and everything. Cause I don't want nobody over here arguing in my chat and everything. I mean, arguing in my comments and everything. All right. Keep it civil. I hope you guys have a blessed day, man, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.